lifting up Jesus, opening his word from Australia, Denmark, Israel, Japan, New Zealand, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, Singapore, South Africa, United Kingdom, Thailand, the Philippines, United States, and throughout the world. You're watching Moriel TV.
Well, first of all, thank you for your question, Angela. It is a very good question. As we've pointed out a number of times, the events of 70 AD, as addressed by Jesus and Daniel prophetically before they happened, prefigure something that is going to transpire at the end of the age. In other words, this is a kind of Pesher interpretation. Something that already happened is going to be recapitulated and happen again. But we have to understand what happened the first time in order to understand what's going to happen the second time. This flood referred to in Daniel chapter 9 refers to what transpired in Jerusalem when the Roman armies finally broke in and captured the temple and the Temple Mount area and the vicinity around it, as recorded by Josephus. It actually literally happened. Jesus makes reference to these same events, of course, in the Olivet Discourse. That is going to happen again at the end of the age. When the Romans came into Jerusalem, they set up pagan ensigns on the Temple Mount where the Holy of Holies had been. That is a type of the abomination of desolations. So we read that the Antichrist in Daniel will enter the beautiful land. Now that has certain meanings for Christendom, but it certainly has a meaning for Israel and the Jews. He will come into Jerusalem. Remember, Jerusalem is where Satan got his biggest defeat. It's where he'll get his final defeat. And it's where Satan wants to be worshipped, in the person of Antichrist. So this flood that took place in 70 AD, predicted by Daniel, is a picture of something that happens at the end of the age. In all of these cases, it's God allowing Satan to do something. It's God allowing Satan to do something before there's a direct act of divine judgment. Well, that's going to happen at the end of the age. God is going to actually use Antichrist for his purposes. In Zechariah 11, Antichrist, we're told, is going to have to do the bidding of God up to a point. You want to reject the false Messiah, the true Messiah, and follow a false one? I'll give you a false Messiah to follow. Remember, Antichrist is a judgment on those who've rejected Christ. Not only unbelieving Israel, but much of unbelieving Christendom. Well, let's understand this flood. There's a direct corollary between the flood of Revelation, the flood of Noah, and they are both prefigured by the flood prophesied by Daniel that took place in 70 AD. Your question is insightful and intelligent, and I do thank you for it. It would be difficult to elaborate on this further in the present medium, but we do deal with it in some of our other teachings and our books. Excellent question, Angela. Thank you so much. God bless.